My name is Joyce Feustel, and I'm the founder of Boomer's Social Media Tutor. I started this company nearly 10 years ago when I was still working at my day job, as I like to call it, because my manager there suggested that I would be a good person to help people to understand social media better, especially those who are in the baby boomer generation. And at that time, I was 61 years old with frankly no plans post-retirement. And this idea really floated my boat. I worked 3 more years, and then in the spring of 13, I went into this business full time. So really what prompted me to get this business going, that is of helping people with social media, business people, was because my manager saw that I would have an aptitude for it. That's how I got started.
That's great. Joyce, thank you. We're so glad that you were able to come. The first thing I wanted you to talk about is what it is really that people are using Facebook for now. We all know that it started as much more social and has become something that businesses feel like they need to be part of. So we're going to focus on the business page side. So what's a Facebook business page? Why should anyone have one? And the people who are watching this, many of them are going into communications careers. So they may be the person who will be writing and managing those pages.
Well, Facebook business pages came along, say about 7 or 8 years ago, maybe a little longer. I know I got mine in 2012. I think after Facebook got started, people who had businesses, people who had nonprofits, went to Facebook and said, we could use this social media tool if you could give us a way to have a presence on Facebook. Fortunately, Facebook paid attention and created the format of a business page. Now, a business page, unless you're some gargantuan company, is created through a person's individual account. So you do need to have a personal account on Facebook through which to create your business page. A business page is free. There is no charge at all to the Facebook user, just like Facebook's free. Businesses then started using Facebook for a variety of things. I would say most common use is brand awareness, to help their potential customers know that they provide a particular service or sell a particular product. Also, nonprofits and advocacy groups started using Facebook to help get the word out about their particular entity as a way to support the clients the nonprofit serves or raise money to support the nonprofit. Those are primarily the reasons why Facebook business pages took place. Another very lesser known fact is that an individual person on Facebook can only have 5,000 friends. That may sound like a lot of friends, but if you're a big company, you want to have a place where you could have more than 5,000 people track with you, 5,000 likes, 5,000 followers, different words for it, fans. So therefore, the cool thing about the pages is
when you think about your personal Facebook page, the pictures you put on there can be just about anything. Would you talk a little bit about the kind of profile picture that should be on a business page? Let's assume first that you're the owner of a small business like you, and then that you maybe work in a larger company, but you are handling an aspect of their business pages.
Well, the profile photo or image, we can call it, on a business page would vary depending on the nature of the company, the size of the company. If it's an individual providing a service or perhaps even a product, and you are really the face of your company, as is the case for me, having a professional photo of you on your Facebook business page in that profile photo slot is the way to go. And I would really suggest you use the same headshot, the same professional photo throughout all of your social media, your LinkedIn, even on your Meetup, certainly on your website, so people start to recognize you and associate you with your company. Now with a larger company, there's of course going to be a company logo. That would logically fit into that profile space. Now, word to the wise, there's a certain configuration of that image. It's a square. You may very well have to get into graphics and have them adjust a company logo to fit into the configuration of the profile photo. And I'd like to add on to the cover image. The cover image can be a great place to use the company's logo again, or a variation of it, the company's name, although I don't know if this is fully enforced, but the rule is that you should have no more than 20% of that cover image, that larger horizontal image, be the name of the company. The point being, Facebook doesn't want to have users feel that people are just blasting their name at them and being all salesy. It's supposed to be a little more subtle than some people do use it. So you could change out that photo. I've seen people do that seasonally. You can have a short, very short, I want to say 6 seconds video. You can have a montage of pictures come through. There are a lot of ways that you can use that cover image to reinforce your brand and associate your company then with that page. Now there are several sections of Facebook business page. In many ways, I think of a Facebook business page like a mini website, because just as you would have on your website an about section talking about the owners of the company, why the company exists, there is a section of your business page called the story of, XYZ company. A little of the background, like I just told you how my company got started. That part of about has a nice little section where you can put another photo, some kind of image, could be a graphic image that ties into the story of your company. The interesting thing is that is an unlimited number of characters in that space. So frankly, realistically, I wouldn't get too carried away. So probably no more than a couple thousand characters comes to mind. Then there's a much, much shorter section in the about that people see when they first go to the page, and that's around 250 characters, where you would really just have very pithy, succinct language. You would want search engine optimization, SEO type of terms, good search terms, because believe it or not, people will go to Facebook and use it like they would Google. I did that to get a plumber not that long ago. So that's an important consideration. You also can have up to 3 different categories. One will be displayed, but the other 2 are still embedded into your page. And those are categories Facebook creates. You can't make them up yourself. And those again tie into the searchability of your page and people looking for the kind of services or products that you have. And then it will depend a little on the type of page you have, but you can add in the mission of your company, products, history. The About section also would typically have your website, your phone number, your business number, of course, your business email. If you are a brick and mortar location, you would have your address. Is there parking? Is there mass transit nearby? So ease of finding it. Those are all sections that come into the About. They're portions or sections of the About section. And Facebook actually has a tab called Services. And in that tab, you create as many services as you want. There's a place where, again, you can put in a photo or other image, a very short description of the service. If you want to put in the cost of the service, you can, but it's not a required field. You put in about a 600-character description of the service, and I want to say the name of it runs around 40 characters. So that's a really nice feature. Again, think of it like the website page, where you would have the About, again, the services, and under services, you'd have different drop-down options. So that's what you're seeing on your Facebook page.
Where on your page? So can you talk a little bit about how reviews work on your business Facebook page?
Sure. The way reviews work is much like if you went into somebody's website and did a Google review of their business. What I would do if you wanted someone to review you is click on the tab that says reviews and then copy the URL for that and paste that into an email and send it off to whoever you want to review your page. The person has to write at least 50 characters, hopefully it wouldn't take that long to do that, to tell folks why they think your service is great or not. Hopefully you get more greats than not so greats. So these then live on your page when people click on the word reviews on the left-hand side of your page. Now, one thing I want to mention is that to have these tabs be displayed on the left-hand side of your page, you need to make sure they're enabled in your settings. So the way you get to your page settings is at the top of your page, you'll see the word settings. Just click on that. And over on the left-hand side are a number of specialized kinds of settings. One of them is templates and tabs. There's actually about 6 different templates that you can use for a Facebook page. The standard is often the best. There's also services. But at any rate, if you notice that, for example, the word reviews is not displaying over on your page, for some odd reason, maybe it wasn't enabled. So you get to look at all the tabs within the template you're using. You scroll down. If you don't see reviews, there, it's not there. So you go down and click on Add Tab. And then reviews will be essentially hiding there. So then you just have to click the little button that says Add a Tab. That's really important to check. Now let's say you've got some darn good reviews. You want them to display higher than perhaps your photos or videos if you have them. So what I would do then is, as you're looking at this list of the enabled tabs for your template, take your cursor on reviews and then scooch it. That's my official term. Just kind of scooch it up as high as you can go, perhaps right under the About. I always like to see the About at the top because that's just good. All the basic information should be at the very top. And then could come your reviews. So you can manipulate those tabs. And if in fact you see a tab you never really wanted to have up there anyway, you can just hide it. It's easy to do.